Hello. Well, today was exhausting. I went to bed early last night, but I didn't really sleep. I was doing a lot of like 2 hours of sleep, half an hour awake. Um, until about 9 o'clock, when I briefly considered getting up. I got up to pee, and I came and lay back down and was like, I could start waking up. And then I fell back asleep till 1 o'clock, which was great. As far as it felt great. And then, a little bit later, a truck pulled up in the yard. I saw through the window, and turns out Dad had ordered a replacement. It's called a Gator. It's just a four-wheeled utility vehicle as a replacement for our old golf cart. Just something to make yard work a lot easier. So everybody got a turn on that, and then Lindsay came over, and then later on, me and Mom went to take off the trash, and there was a good 3-foot long rattlesnake sunning within spitting distance of one of my elderly aunt's houses. I don't know why I said aunt like that. I say aunt. So, I had Dad bring the gun and got my first kill of the season. That's again, that was sort of the resolution I came to. If it's poisonous and I see it and don't do something about it and find out down the line someone in the area got bit, I'm gonna feel responsible. It's kind of like see something, do something. Or, see something, say something, I think is the actual thing. But, it's interesting. That one never even really pulled its head back. It stayed stretched out pretty much the entire time. And I later had a conversation with someone who brought up that they had read a study where rattlesnakes were adapting to not curl up and rattle at the smallest thing anymore. Something to do with the population of wild boars, which I think was a meme a while back. Like 50 to 100 wild feral hogs. I've never really grasped that one. But basically, boars are a predator. I don't think they eat them, but they do kill snakes. And so over the past decade or so, rattlesnakes have adapted to, it's like they've finally realized that when it comes to something that they're fairly certain could kill them or even seriously harm them, drawing attention to themselves might not be the best choice, is the best way I know how to describe it. I think they've just gotten smarter about not anyway, but he was stretched out across the road. He wasn't quite as long as one of the lanes, but he was close. Of course, Mom thought he was a lot bigger than I did. But anyway, so we shot him, and I'm, letting it stop twitching, which it didn't do much of, before I grabbed it around, got it off the road. And one of my aunts pulled up, my dad's sister, and we're all standing around talking, and I'm kind of trying to get Mom to come on, because we were taking trash off, and so it was just sitting in the car. And I started to feel lightheaded again. So we took trash off, came back, and took my blood pressure on our little home cuff, and it was 169/113, with my heart rate also being 113. So needless to say, we dropped everything, and I went straight to the emergency room, because that's stage 3 hypertension. And then I think by the time I got in there, it had dropped some. The top number had dropped to under 150 or maybe 155. It had dropped 10-15 points, thankfully. But the entire time I was in the emergency room, my heart rate, at least when they were taking it and checking it, did not dip below 100. And that's a bit scary, actually. Hang on. I think it's slow enough to be under 100 right now. And it's like I explained to them, part of that could probably be anxiety, being out of hospital. But I think I've taken, when taking it at resting at home, it hangs around 90. Between 85 and 90, which is still a little too high. I'll be 30 next month. No, month after. Ugh. That hurt just to say. And the closer to 60, the better. But standard, you'd want to. She said she'd like me around 80, around and below. By the way, she's the one that told me about the snake paper research thing. We also trash talked anti-vaxxers. Joe, long story short, I start blood pressure medication tomorrow. Which, it's not that big of a surprise, and it's not an earth-shattering thing. Both, I know my mom takes blood pressure medicine. I don't know if Dad does, but he probably should. I know both of his parents do, and I know pretty much all three of my mom's siblings are on. It's very much runs in the family. So it's not like I'm surprised or anything. I guess no. I guess I figured it would be a little bit later on, closer to 40, but I don't live the healthiest life. I'm not going to argue with anybody on that. I've been fairly sedentary since I stopped working. Work was exercise, and without it, she warned me to be careful though, because when adjusting to it early on, I could feel lethargic or be extra susceptible to getting dizzy-headed when standing up, because my body has been working at an abnormally high pressure long enough to adjust to it, unless it really spikes. So it'll take some adjusting. But maybe, who knows, maybe it'll positively affect other parts of my health as well. Anyhow, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. I will catch you on tomorrow. I don't know why I said that like that. Good night.